One of the most significant things to do when taking the decision to move to a new country to study is to weigh up the advantage and the disadvantage of moving to that country in order to help in your decision making. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 pros and cons of study in Georgia. So keep watching. My name is Ayokunle and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 pros and cons of studying in Georgia. And before I get into the video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you very much. Number 1 pro. So I'm going to talk about the pros first. Number 1, it's very affordable. Most of the universities in Georgia are not expensive compared to other universities in other countries, other European countries. The tuition fees in Georgia ranges between $3,500 to about $8,000. Compared to other European countries, it's relatively affordable. Number 2, the second advantage of studying in Georgia is it's easy to get admission. It's relatively easy to get admission into the universities in Georgia. It's as simple as getting online and check their website, send email. You can easily get admission. It's not competitive, and most of the universities don't do entrance examinations, so it's a massive advantage. It's less competitive compared to other universities in other European countries. Though there are some few universities that conduct an entrance exam, but it's all formality, really. If you ask me, you have about 98% of being accepted anyway. So most of the universities are very easy to get into. They are not competitive in terms of admission, so it's a massive advantage. The third advantage is the resident permit. When you go into a new country, it's so important for you to get the resident permit sorted as quick as possible. And it's a massive problem in many countries. Foreigners struggle to get resident permit, but in Georgia, it's relatively not difficult if you do it the right way. Actually, if you submit the documents when you get the right type of documents in place, you have no problem actually to get the resident permits. Though some struggle for one reason or the other, but the majority of the students get resident permits quite easily. The fourth one is the security. Georgia is a very safe country. They have absolutely very low crime rates. It's very, very rare to hear about problems or attack on foreigners. It's really, really rare. So it's a very, very safe country. You don't have to be scared. We do work at night. There is no case of any attack. I haven't experienced any security or crime related problem. It's a safe country, that's what I can say. So it's a generally safe country, and people are mostly very friendly. Georgian people are generally friendly people, so you shouldn't be scared of any attack, maybe during the day or during of course you have to be conscious, but then it's a safe country compared to other European countries. Number 5 advantage of studying in Georgia is the cost of living. Georgia is not a very expensive country to live in, at least for foreigners. If you are not a flamboyant spender, $250 to $300 should be okay for you to survive in Georgia for your upkeep. Then, of course, 1-bedroom apartment costs about $200 to $250, and of course you can pay more, but you can get a bedroom apartment for about $200 to $250. Then 2-bedroom apartment is shared apartment. It's about $300 to about $350 or $400. So it's relatively not expensive to live in. Georgia is a bit cheap. Now to the cons, the disadvantages of living or studying in Georgia. Number 1 reason, many of the universities are new, so they don't have so many alumni. Most of the universities are new, and they are not reputable. they are not quite reputable, except maybe Tbilisi State Medical University, that is about 100 years old. But most of these new universities are relatively new. Like, for example, University of Georgia, I think it was founded in less than a decade ago. New Vision University, less than a decade ago. CACAUSUS University, less than a decade ago. Most of the universities were founded less than a decade ago. But it takes nothing away from the standard. It takes nothing away from the accreditation. A lot of them are accredited, and they are up to standard, actually. Number 2 disadvantage of studying in Georgia is only few courses are offered in English language medium. This is a major challenge. So courses like medicine, nursing, international relations are offered in English language medium. Most of other courses like law, economics, engineering courses are offered in Georgian language. So if you are out there and you want to study and you are not studying medicine, you're not studying nursing, you're not studying international relation or information technology, IT, you may struggle to find universities that offers those courses in English language medium. The third disadvantage of studying in Georgia is the language barrier. Yes, the official language in Georgia is the Georgian language. Some speak the Russian language as well. So of course, it's a big challenge for foreigners, When you go to marketplaces, it could be a challenge to communicate with the locals, to buy commodities, and you have to talk to them in Georgian language, and sometimes it's a bit of a struggle. So it's advisable for you to learn some few words in Georgian language. That would be very, very useful for you, especially in grocery shops, in marketplaces, and to talk to the locals, your landlord or landlady, or the owner of your apartment. So number 4 disadvantage of studying in Georgia is there is no good job security. There is no good job opportunity, especially after graduation. So most of the students, once they after graduation, they have to go back to their country. The unemployment rate in Georgia is considerably high compared to other European countries. And if you manage to get any job, they have a very, very low wage structure. So this wage is only good enough to live in Georgia. The 5th disadvantage of coming to study in Georgia is racism and discrimination. I have to say that generally Georgian people are very friendly. Majority of them are very welcoming and very friendly. But there are some cases where you may experience certain level of discrimination, especially for people of color. If you try to, for example, when you try to get an apartment, you may have 70% rejection rate because of the color of your skin. Some of the apartment owners don't want to take people of color for the reason best known to them, because of their level of ignorance, or because of they don't understand you. Because they don't understand you, they tend to prefer to give their apartment to white people, which I find very disgusting, actually. You are going to face some level of discrimination when you try to look for apartments, when you try to look for jobs. So you may have to put up with certain level of discrimination there. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, click the like button, share, and also subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much, and I see you again in the next one. Thank you. Bye.